Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to a new round of the Daily Gaming News at the New Byte. I'm not very enthusiastic today because we have actually sad news to start with, so let's not beat around the bush. Let's quickly talk about Etika, the YouTuber who was found dead just yesterday. He was missing since June 19th. And following a few posts that have been very concerning for his fans. He's a YouTuber and partially also a Twitch streamer at some point, who did lots of reaction videos, and he was known from some memes where just like overly reacting to especially Smash Bros, you know, the Nintendo video game. And apparently he jumped off a bridge. Will be dearly missed, I guess. I personally don't know him. I just heard the news and I figured it would be important to share this also in the news today. We heard from New York Police Department news yesterday that indeed he has been found after a few days of him being missing. As I said before, you know him probably from these types of reactions where it's just like going crazy over Smash Bros. And bringing lots of joy actually to his followers and people that saw him. And other than that, it seems to be that Etika was a person that really deeply struggled. And you know what's weird, from all the places that I try to find information, actually know your meme. Don't mean this disrespectful. Etika is not a meme, but it's more like a scientific meme. You know his name now. His case is very well documented apparently here on his Know Your Meme website, where all of this is listed, linked with multiple cases of suicide scares. So yeah, if you want to look further into it, look I guess here. And of course I want to point out that wherever you are in the world, if you struggle, please seek out. If you're afraid that your friends will reject you, just call one of these hotlines that are available for your country. The link is, of course, the first one in the video description down below. Please seek help. You're too important for the world. You may not know it, you may not realize it, but every one of you out there is worthy of living, who has ties to the world, and have people around you that care about you, even if you can't see it. It's important that we don't forget that. But as things are, we have to also move on in life as well. So I'll just continue on with the news now. All right. In Brazil, actually, there was some outrage over a Twitch streamer talking in tweets things like "man or trash" as a reaction to some people being, typical assholes, basically. And the thing is that Razer Brazil actually cut ties and won't further continue the contract with that streamer. The whole story is interesting because I think it's just not that black and white, It reads like that person just said "man are trash" and then Razer cut the ties, but like it's going much more differently. There was a deleted Twitter thread, but it all began with the Twitch streamer being on a mechanical bull, just one of these attractions, and the caption was, "I'm writing the chat." Then another man answered to that tweet, "You can write me if you want," which then, of course, sparked that sad response from the streamer. Action actually was, "There's always going to be a in the head macho man to talk shit and sexualize women until the woman starts making jokes, right?" she wrote. "And this is why men are trash." In a subsequent tweet, she added that men who don't act that way are exceptions. Would I necessarily cut ties with that streamer? I wouldn't think like that, because these men are trash. She didn't say right on the way, just all men are trash. She just meant specifically men like this. So I don't know what the fuss of that is, but well, this is what apparently Razer has done to that. Just to be sure, I guess from their side, they didn't want to further connect with that streamer. Do you think was that a balanced reaction? Was it unfair? Let us know in the comments down below. And then let's talk a little bit about game releases. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night has released now a week later after the other platform releases on PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on the Nintendo Switch. And apparently the performance is sadly a little bit weak. And you want to maybe look at this comparison video here to see if it's actually worth your money if you want to go for the Switch version or rather on another platform. Then Black Mesa Xen levels are now out in beta finally. It has been taken in years, sadly, since the remake of Half-Life 1 in the Half-Life 2 engine, and now slowly but surely we seem to getting also the final chapter, the Xen levels. Then here's a review on Kotaku by Heather Alexandra for Devil May Cry's Switch port, in case you're interested, if that's still worthy of your time. And Bandai Namco went forth and actually announced a One Punch Man game, seemingly in the style of Jump Force, but actually without the realistic looking graphics, which is actually quite good looking, I gotta say. You know, it has this cel-shaded look, but it's definitely not just like, you know, unappeasing to the eye than Jump Force was. So that's coming out very soon. It's a 3v3 battle game. And who knows, maybe it also will come out to Nintendo Switch, but so far it's coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Then for Final Fantasy Dissidia, we get Tifa Lockhart now also as a character. Probably this was held back because Tifa Lockhart was so far not seen at all in her new design for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but now that that is out, apparently also other games like Dissidia can get now a look of that character in its modern new look. Then if you want to have a nice skin for your PlayStation 4, there's a theme for that, especially coming up from CD Projekt Red for Cyberpunk 2077, in case you can't wait until April. And of course, we'll include the link for the US store and the Europe PSN store, so you can download it for free. And last but not least, if you want to see something very cool today, you may want to take a look at the Titanfall 2 speedrun by Brian Nato, which takes around 1 hour and 23 minutes and 45 seconds. But very specifically, I guess, in that case. And it's just amazing how that game can be progressed through if you just look at it. I mean, that's insane. And later on, it also glitches around and does so many weird things that are just amazing to look at over the course of the hour. So yeah, check it out yourself. Maybe you're interested in that as well. And that's all, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Have a nice day. Take care. And remember, you are worthy of living.